Previously. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Terraria. And of course, it is raining. How I really should have guessed that. So, when we last left off, we were over here building this thing, which is something we'll go take a quick look at, and I can discuss some stuff, and then we'll get on with the game proper. This is how I do. I talk about what I build. Now, when I flick this lever, Fortress of the Damned, one more step, flick this lever, and you can't see jack crap. Oh my god, it's so... Why did it have to rain? Of all the things. Right, so, if I go to the map, I'm currently stood in the hand. So this is the hand that teleports me back and forth between the Fortress of the Damned and the dungeon. And if we hippity hop over to his other hand, here, you can see on the map, I'm in his other hand, flick this, it takes me to my underwater base. And I've now replaced my underwater base pressure plate with another lever to flick me back across. Now I never really had any back teleporters, it was always forward. But ever since I accidentally slept in the bed in the saloon, I've rigged them up to teleport me backwards, because walking that distance was a pain. Now, as you can see on the inside, we have red torches for his eyes, which I didn't mind the colour of them, it was just for the lighting effect, and I thought the red went quite well. Now his nose, they are not actually purple torches. As you can see, they will slowly change colour, look. Ooh, red to blue, purpley pink to red. I thought that was a really cool touch to add. So those are actually demon torches in there, so that's why they change colour. Now, in terms of this, we have here the black outline was made from asphalt, which is made via stone and slime. Luckily, two things we have plenty of. One thing we didn't have a lot of was a bone, which comprised the majority of this build, which, that really is the reason this took so long to get the video out, was farming bones, and that's something I'm going to discuss in a brief period. The dungeon itself didn't have too much to change. I removed a lot of the pink and made this grass go down into like a overgrown looking area with, you see how we've got like grass walls and bushes and stuff, and then it slowly fades into the sandy area, which I think I could have done a little bit better actually, into the sand and the well with the pure water. Let's get out of here if I can. Oh, we have a rope here for a reason. There we go. And was that all I wanted to talk about with this? We've got the hands, got the skull. So the skull was based on Skeletron, roughly, kind of. You can kind of tell it looks a little bit like him. The hands are just completely made up, which I'm really happy with how they turned out actually. I don't think they'd look anywhere near as good. And I guess from the video you could definitely tell I had a lot of problems with things looking a little bit like wieners, which sucked. Now, one of the main issues was, I think I made the base too wide by one, or too short by one, I'm not sure, because I had this awkward middle point area. So, when I zoom in, you'll see, it looks like my Skeletron here, it looks like he has two big front teeth. But, you know what? It's fine. It's English people stereotypically have bad teeth. We'll just assume this is an English skeleton right here. But otherwise, this is done. I would have liked to have done a bit more with the actual dungeony area here, but, you know, I left this up to you guys. You guys said a skeleton head. That's what I built. And down here is just the way down to my grinder. In fact, I might fill in these at some point. It's still a bit muddy look. I might thicken it up, which shouldn't take too long. And down is my grinder. Let me shut my window because the neighbours are just shouting their brains out. Now, we have no real reason to be down here. I figured I'd show it anyway. This is the grind. It works two ways. Number one, we flick this lever, which turns on the spikes, and oh no, this lever turns on the floor. See how the floor keeps teleporting in and out? That's because wizards like to stand at a distance and shoot me, but what this does, it lures them onto the pad to shoot me, and then it disappears, so they fall straight into the lava. Unfortunately, no wizard is showing up to display this, but trust me, that is what happens. Wizards stand on it and then drop. The arrows are regulated by pressure plates, which these guys will tread on as they run to try and get me. And then this other, I don't know if I've rigged it up the way I have, but this other lever up here, this is the lever that turns on the spears and the, what are they called again? I forget, the droppy bally things. Like caltrops, but not. I've completely forgotten what they're called. Yeah, so let's flick this and get out of here. We have no reason to be in here. Now I'm going to very quickly actually look up what that trap was called, because it is annoying me now because I can't remember. They are called spiky ball traps. I think I called it that by accident. Aha! Damn it, I didn't make a note. I need to quickly look this up. I'll be back in a second. Right, someone suggested something to me which I wrote down, but I forgot to write down their name, so I've just looked it up. So thank you to someone called Veriquin's World. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but they left me a comment to basically remedy my stupidity, which is I always forget to bring enough money over to, there's a worm there, Walter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a piggy bank on his table, and that way I will always have the money accessible there. So I've got one in here. So we'll take out a gold coin for that, because I think they cost a single gold coin. Now, first of all, let's go down to, no, I need to do this. Right. Okay, we'll sort out this thing first, because I'll forget about it if I don't. Now, with the Skeletron build, since this leads on from that, I've had a lot of comments saying about how you can get bones from skeletons, which isn't true. And despite the fact that I tell people this, the amount of comments saying you can get bones from skeletons is a ridiculous amount. So I'm here to debunk the myth that you can get bones from skeletons. I should have a skeleton statue somewhere. Right, we'll go steal it from our arena. We can always place it back. Shouldn't be an issue. Do this and this. And fly over. I'll call that deathweed or whatever it is growing down there. I should harvest some of that up, I think. Right, skeleton statue. Perfect. Come here. Oh, there's my safe. Right, so I'm going to quickly wire up this statue just to prove A, that skeletons don't drop bones, and B, enemies that come from statues don't drop anything at all. So if I turn this on, there we go. I'll just stand here. I'll just kill a few skeletons. That's fine. I don't mind. We'll obliterate these, and yep, I'm not seeing anything being dropped. You know, nothing coming out of this. So for all of you people who said, put a skeleton statue down and you'll get 1,000 bones in 5 minutes. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to get them from the dungeon, which is why things take so long. In fact, while I was down in that dungeon showing off the trappy doodads a second ago, only 1 bone dropped, and I was in there for maybe 2 minutes, was I? So it's not a great ratio of dropped doodads, but right, there we go. Everything's back and set up. Now I can't go do Veriquin. I'm forgetting it already. Veriquin's World's idea, because it is nighttime and I cannot visit my people at nighttime because a wraith will come and just eat them while I try to go through their bedrooms and whatnot. So we'll quickly head back here, put skeleton statue down. In the morning we'll do that Veriquin World idea. There we go. Back home. So I'll do another thing that was on my list, asked by, I've forgotten their name, and I don't think I can search for it. Right, someone asked me, they said they'd copied my design here for storage, and asked me how I stored my things, so I'm going to quickly go through this to explain. This first chest here is commonly used building materials. Second chest is less commonly used building materials and assorted painting items. Third along is corrupted and crimsoned and hallowed style blocks. And finally we have technology, wirings and statues and actuators and anything that could use to be like traps and stuff. Go down, we have in here various pieces of furniture. This is various lighting sources, graves and pictures. Pictures will have permeated some other chests because I've run out of room. So in here we have assorted banners that aren't dropped by enemies. These are ones from the dungeon and Sky Islands and stuff. Again, a few more lightings and pictures because I ran out of room in there. And this one was originally statues, but now it's filled with marshmallows and lighting stuff and pictures as well. Heading down, we have magical weapons, one of each. Ranged weapons, one of each. Melee weapons, one of each. And tools, one of each. Down again, these are my excess chests. So we have anything, common materials that we have a lot of. This is various metals and other things we have a lot of. Enemy drops that we have a lot of. And this needs sorting. This is basically summonables and odds and ends. Then we head up to this side. We have in here the pre-hard mode metals, hard mode metals and souls and gems and stuff. In here we have various enemy drops. In here we have various ammo types. In here we have various torches and glow sticks. Potions, mainly all greater healing potions. In here is enemy summoning items, which I believe is all of them in the game, except maybe a couple of the event-specific ones, like Halloween. Not the Halloween event, but the Halloween time period and Christmas time period. But they don't count towards the achievement anyway, so I'll get those at a later time. And in the end, this is various chest types. This is like an odds and ends type chest. And 22 broken hero swords, for those of you who were asking how many I have. Down again, we have movement-based accessories, then attacking-based accessories, defense-based accessories, and various accessories, including the stupid binoculars. Down again, we have pre-hard mode armor. Oh no, not pre-hard mode. Pre-update armor, post-update armor and hard mode armor, pre-update vanity and post-update vanity. And then we have all our armors down here and our treasuries down there. And that is, and up here we have our piggy bank with our cash and our safe with various items that I use frequently. And in here, jeez, we have potions and stuff for making potions in terms of bottles and stuff. In this side is dyes and paints. In this one is stuff to make potions out of. And down below we have two, which is important stuff I should take note of. And these, because I have nowhere to put them. And contaminator, because I use that regularly. And in here is just assorted odds and ends I don't have anywhere to put. Moving on. Fortress of the Damned. We have banners from enemies, statues that need somewhere else to go, and trophies and masks from bosses. And then over in this place, I'm not going to show off the underwater bases chests, don't worry, because pretty much as is, I'm just dumping stuff here, there and everywhere. But I do have a reason to be here, and that reason is, when I was farming so many bones, to kind of prove how long it took, look how much ectoplasm I have. That's a lot of ectoplasm right there, especially considering I have some in my enemy drop chest and also my excess chest. I have 99 down here, look. And I think I have a bunch of it in here. Yeah, look at all that. It's a lot of ectoplasm for a lot of bones. Oh, it's also daytime. Let's do Veroquin's World's idea. A fish just flew into my inventory. Well, like a piggy bank. Thank you. Place that right. There we go. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect.